Good morning and welcome to Thursday's Thought for the Day. Our plans aren't God's plans. On the 27th of December, I challenged myself to walk 10,000 steps a day for the next year. Things were hit and miss to start with, but then I got into the challenge and tried hard to keep up the average steps each day. Well, things were going really well, and I over 10,000 steps a day for January, until I woke up on Sunday morning. Now, I'd got up in the night and all was well. But when I went to turn over in bed, I felt a back twinge. And then when I actually got up, things weren't so good, leading to my daughter calling me hobble by the end of the day. Such was the way I was walking. I tell you this because I had such good plans for upping the exercise, but things often don't go to plan, do they? And it's got me thinking about God's plan. It's not always as we would wish. Sometimes we can get frustrated because we think there's a much better path, a much more straightforward path that God hasn't seen. But our often sensible plans, or what we think are sensible plans, aren't always his plans. Now, I know it's not the end of the world that I only managed to walk 5,000 steps rather than 10,000 the other day. But I was most put out, especially as God knew what I'd challenged myself to do. But if my back muscles hadn't decided to misbehave, I wouldn't have had the inspiration for today's thought. The thought was basically trust in God. Trust what he has planned. Trust when those plans don't fit in with ours. And trust that he will get us through it. Some words from the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Now, I don't know if you agree, but sometimes I find that he has made the paths straight. Although when I'm walking along them, they don't seem so straight. But when you look back, it seems obvious how you got from one place to another, a bit like walking along a Roman road. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. We can get so caught up in thinking what is right, what we think should happen, and what we think is the obvious path to take, that we actually make it difficult for ourselves to follow God's path. The path which would actually be far easier if we would only trust. So next time something doesn't seem to go to plan, or a challenge you set for yourself is scuppered, don't fret, trust. And with that, I'm off to get a few more steps in, as I've got some catching up to do.